Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Hearts of Iron 3 as America. Things are going, I think, pretty good. I'm still waiting for the giant German pushback over here, especially if they ever show up with some tanks, especially considering I don't have any armor, and actually all my Marine divisions over here lack any kind of artillery as well. But for now, we are inflicting some damage on the German troops, which is a really nice thing to see happen. And we're continuing to push out into the Pacific over here. I've adjusted my production queue a bit, pulled out a few more things that we don't really need and didn't get that much development. I made sure to move my armor up here, made sure the strategic bombers get in here a little bit. We are going to get our first wave, big wave of strategic bombers done soon. We do have one strategic bomber in the Philippines, and I would just make sure it's doing a little bit of damage over here, a little bit of ground attack, just keep things busy, made sure these fleets are out and about since they are now repaired properly. Okay, you guys... Okay, transport ships, stay there. You guys move back onto the transports, which is going to take forever. Engage the enemy over here. Oh, hey, tanks! Look at that. But one tank division against 3 infantry with artillery should be okay. I hope. Meanwhile, we are mostly moving forward. You guys can't move quite yet, but that's okay. Yeah, you gotta probably hold that location, or do you? I don't know, if we can make some gains over here, you don't actually need to hold that. And we could actually grab another division over here, add some combat width, and get a little bit more muscle to punch through. On the Battle of Yap over here, which is going to unload, looks like 3 aircraft carriers with no screens are about to get dumped into the ocean over here against our relatively damaged, admittedly, fleet. But I think we should be able to do pretty well. In fact, I don't even know if they have any organization. Oh man, yeah, they're about to get trashed completely. They lost 2 aircraft carriers. That is a massive, massive win. Meanwhile, you rebase to there. And then these transports rebase to here as well. Park yourself there for the land invasion or the sea invasion. You guys... I'm getting really confused. Oh, we engaged another lone aircraft carrier. And we're engaging just an HQ, which will be an automatic win, because HQs can't really fight. Boom! Lost 2 more aircraft carriers. Excellent. So that was their HQ just running away. You guys are all ready to go again, so go ahead and move in there. Meanwhile, all y'all move down to here, which should be a relatively easy win and earn us an extra port. Then we'll really start to make a line at some point. Oh, that's a bit of a fight, actually. That'd be a bit too much. Alright, Nazaire was won instantly. I actually shouldn't have moved in with all my guys like that because I would have been able to reinforce. But it looks like we're going to do okay over here. I don't know how we're going to do so well. Oh, they have no organization. So yeah, it's not going to take very much for us to crush them completely. Infantry anti-tank weapons are moving forward. That's going to be really good for us. A new transport flotilla. So we're just going to keep dumping them here. And then we get more Marines, we're going to do that. And maybe that'll prep for a more serious naval invasion fight. Meanwhile... Alright, I'm going to rebase everyone over here. And figure out what the hell's going on. Nice. Okay. So, in port here, we do have two full fleets. They're not in great shape. And actually my transports are a bit damaged as well. Well, not all of them. I'm going to wait a tick. I'm going to let everyone sort of catch their breath a bit. But then after this we move into Guam, which will be really what we're looking for. Meanwhile, no, that's not my fleet. Over here in this airport, which is very hard to click on. This wing, I'm going to split you and take out the tactical bomber, which is you over here. Good. And do we have an airstrip over here? We do. We've got one there. So I'm going to rebase you to there, and hopefully that can reach Guam. Do a little bit of a bombardment. We'll do probably ground bombardment over there more than anything else. Won another battle there. Okay, push them back. Can I change you right away? Yeah, good. So you can assist in that battle. this should be okay. And they've got a bit of an ability to punch through there, though, which I do not like. Let me go ahead and do that. Oh, you can't move yet. That's weird. Doesn't it normally have the little yellow or red ticky thing? Okay, looks like we're going to be able to punch through there anyway. How come? How are we doing so well? They have lack of supplies. I wonder why. Poor infrastructure over here? That is something we're going to have to be aware of when we get there. You know what we need to do? We need to go and see if we can pull off an encirclement over here. They're already in retreat, so it's unlikely, but who knows? Because if we'd encircled them first, it would have just smashed them completely instead of giving them a chance to run away. Okay, we're going to take that territory on the Battle of Blaine as well, which is here. Okay, I'm going to override you and tell you to go down there. We're going to move our HQs forward. Okay. Landing craft support advances. Okay. I guess we want to keep researching that stuff because we will still need it in the Pacific. Oops. Maybe we will. Well, I mean, by the time we get there, it'll probably be the next year. But let's go ahead and trim down this list since it is pretty ridiculous. Still okay with the agriculture being a bit ahead because we need the extra manpower. Although we have a little bit more than last time because I did cancel some of our marine runs. Because at this point, I don't think we need that many marines anymore. I think what we're looking for is more straight-up infantry, not to mention the tanks, hopefully soon. Okay, let me go and merge up my two actual combat fleets and see if I can make one that is in full repair. Ish. Balanced, and then there we go. We could actually fit one more in there. Oh, there we go. Another heavy cruiser. So 6 capitals, 6 screens, relatively healthy, which is over here, fully moraled up. Excellent. You've got some air wings, which is good. You're going to move and hang out by Guam. That's step 1. Step 2, got our tactical bomber over here. There is some anti-air. Oh, that is out of range. Wow, we really don't have a lot of range for our tacticals yet. We are still researching that, right? No. Or strategic is what I'm thinking about. Strategic, so we are working on our strategic bomber range, which is the large fuel tanks. Alright, good. Yeah, because these are tactical bomber stuff. It's the strategic ones I'm really a little bit more interested in. And then the large bomb, which is also the strategic bonus. Strategic air defense wouldn't be bad either. But we've got a pretty full research queue as is. We'll come back to you. Alright, so we're going to get our actual fleet to buzz around there and keep an eye on things. Engage the army somewhere. That's going to be okay. You guys are all in great shape, so let's go ahead and drop you down to a group of 5 and load you onto one of the transports. Excellent. And go ahead and do an invasion of Guam. Now, if this other fleet were in good shape, I would actually position them around here and do another invasion at the same time. I do have a little baby invasion possible. And I do actually have a decent battle fleet here. Tell you what, why don't we do that? We're going to go and park you here to blockade that port. Just going to give you a little bit of time to start moving in that direction. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and throw you guys on a transport and work on an invasion over here. Because if we can take Saipan, now we're really starting to move forward. And the next step will be Iwo Jima over here. And then we'll definitely be in strategic bomber range. Well, I hope, even as is with my current amount of fuel tanks. All right, let's check the German front over here. Decent. We can maybe move you up like that. These are all just HQs. Yep. Okay. And then, yeah, we'll try to make sure we've got a sensible front line. Okay, just one garrison over there. That should be relatively easy peasy. And yeah, the big question is how many troops does Japan have on the mainland? Because maybe it is a lot easier to go and conquer them than I was wondering. Maybe we won't need nukes, you guys. Let's go and drop you there. We do have some guys still being built, right? Is it the last of the transports, at least? I probably didn't DQ them because they were almost done. I was like, may as well finish it, but there we go. So yeah, I don't know what we're going to do with more of these transport ships, but I don't know. For now, we're okay. And yeah, okay, we've got these extra little Marines here. I bet you. So you're going to be unescorted. This might be a bit risky, guys. But we're going to see if we can't capture that little island. What is it? Marcus Islands. I bet you we can do it. Oh, my transports are probably, yeah, they're running back over here. No, please rebase over here. I understand why invasion doesn't rebase you. But it's like, if you sort of win the naval invasion, it almost should rebase. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Marines. We do have some in the queue. Did I miss you guys? Alright, well, whatever. We're going to leave you there for now. Forces are under attack. I should be okay. You got... Oh, that's actual fighting forces. What are you doing over here? I would very much like to take this airfield. So let's move you down to Saint Nazar. That way we can do a dual-pronged attack from here and here, hit Nantes, and take out the airfield, which would be a pretty big win. Meanwhile, you guys, how you looking? Starting to get a little bit better. Now we'll have 3 ships, or 3 planes. We're going to have you guys do air superiority over this one province over here. Say during the day, run it for a month, because there's certainly enough planes there. Meanwhile, these naval bombers, I'm going to move to here. You've already moved? Good. So you can start to do some ground bombardment. And maybe we'll just have you wait. Just in case we start to get attacked somewhere, then I can deploy you to join in the attack. How is our supply looking? Green everywhere, which is great. How come you really don't have... Yes, you're fine. Just nothing's flowing through you. Okay. And we've got goods. We actually have goods flowing out from here, which is pretty weird. Where the hell are you going? I don't know. But our supply is great. We've got enough ports over here, and we no longer... I mean, we haven't been adding any troops over here, right? So the amount of supply we need to flow over here isn't that big. We don't need that much fuel. We don't have mechanized infantry over here. We don't have any tanks, which is all not great. But it is working. New CAGs come in, new of those. Lots of strategic bombers coming into play, which is going to be really nice to see. Okay. Looking all right. Meanwhile, these transports, rebase. The battle fleet here, you're also going to rebase to here. Thank you. And then you're going to go and be on patrol. So you're in great shape. You guys can... Where do we want to rebase you guys? Maybe up here. Let's go and just move you off the coast, because we should win that in a second. Large fuel tanks, excellent. Our transports and strategics get the extra range. And it's still not dramatically ahead, so it should be okay. We should win that. It'll be winning a little bit easier if we get some more dudes over there. Re-won the Battle of St. Lo again. Uh-oh, but one of our cores shattered. Okay, we don't need those infantry there anymore. Nor that. Got a couple and 3 there. I'm going to move 1 over here so that we can do different reinforcements. And we're going to have to keep an eye on things over here. This could fall apart very quickly if we're not paying attention. Look how the Brits are just hanging out in this port. Who is this? Haiti? Sure. Okay. It's tense. You guys feeling the tension? I'm feeling the tension. All right. Right, that's good. And this fleet is literally not doing anything over here at Wake Island. You're still a little bit beat up. But yeah, these bombers There's no airport there. There's one here, though. Rebase you over there. Transport fleet, you're good, you're good. Won the Battle of Marcus Island. Excellent. I'm going to rebase this fleet completely here. You rebase here as well. Just going to wait for these guys to dock, and then they're in great shape. We're going to send them back out on a patrol around Marcus Island. Good. And I'm actually going to move this fleet, I think, completely forward. If they don't have Marcus Island, I don't expect that they can make a run at Wake anymore. So I'm going to rebase you over here. Hopefully that doesn't overextend our supplies too much. Got some more interceptors that I'm going to put here in Saipan. Is it the last of it? That is the last of the planes. A little bit of aerial bombardment going on over here. Okay, you guys. Excellent. We're going to go and grab a trio that way. And grab a pair that way for a total of 5, which should be the perfect frontage. There's not that many troops sitting in there. Just want to make sure that it goes okay. And yeah, take care of that airfield. They've already retreated their planes, I think, which is nice to see. Meanwhile, over here, do we want to make some sort of other punch through? Are we concerned about our distribution of troops? It actually would feel much better if we had 3 sort of everywhere for now, and then just hold on to the line. Meanwhile, I still have my transports over here. I'd like to move the headquarters over. It's like, there's nothing worth bringing over. I guess I can just, you know what? It's going to be a while before we finish any more ground troops. I mean, there are going to be some infantry soon, but you know what? It's okay. Rebase over here, then we'll bring all the HQs down to here, and then try to hold that line. Okay. Pacific. And handful of dudes there. Probably too many at this point. But because of reasons, I like the idea of making sure that Honolulu stays nice and secured. We're going to go ahead and move some more planes over here. I mean, the fact that they've got ground over here probably gives them more vision, but again, it's not helping them in any sort of direct manner. Okay. Iwo Jima is the next stop. Let's group up these planes. And what can we make? We can get some naval bombers. What's the range on these bad boys? Can you reach over here? You can! Although, again, it seems okay. What we actually may want to do... No, they don't even have any impressive ships over here. It's not really worth doing any sort of bombardment. Iwo Jima should just fall pretty easily in this case, because it doesn't seem to be very well defended. Okay, invade. And this fleet can park here. Its job is mostly to go and make sure that our transports don't get destroyed. Battle of Not. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Right, you go over that way. That might be a bit risky. Sorry, Greece. Oops, no. You keep going that way. It's you, and you that goes that way. More fleets. Combat's looking good. Combat's looking very good. You move up. We're gonna sink that little baby fleet without too much trouble. Iwo Jima landing still happening. They lost a transport. One Iwo Jima. Finishing that off completely. Just going to babysit here. Contact. Just make sure to tell these fellows to go and rebase over to here. Excellent. And you can rebase to Iwo Jima, and then I'll put you on a patrol duty. They lost some transports. Alright, just be patrolly. Okay. Back to the German front. Got air bases, we've got this, we've got that. Still like to take that. Would really encourage the Brits to go and take that, but I don't think they've got the landing troops set up currently. Still waiting for my transport fleets to arrive. These battleships could probably move over to here for the ground bombardment. Actually, even this one doesn't necessarily need to be there. We'll have to keep an eye on them. Oh, no, see, there we go. I was going to say, make sure they're not getting too... Oh, pause. You're supposed to be paused. Kamikaze! Ooh. I was going to say, we probably need to rebase some of these ships. Okay, that one's almost blown up from just air damage. But this one's still okay. You know what? I'm going to go and rebase them both. We don't need the ground bombardment at this time. Okay, I don't know what the Kamikaze bonus gives Japan in this game. Hopefully it's nothing too dangerous. Are you not on patrol? Oh yeah, I moved you up, but that was it. And then what's here? Right, which is my transport flotilla. And you're on patrol. Okay, I'm going to rebase you around Wake. Just keep sort of stepping up bit by bit. At some point, it would be nice to help out my buddies in the Philippines over here. But I think we've got time for that. I think it certainly makes a lot of sense for us to keep pushing closer and closer to mainland Japan. Okay. Okay. That's all fine. Doesn't bother me at all. Where is this happening? Well, that's a bit of an attack. Which might get pushed back. But I can do this, right? See, they got tanks. I'm not actually interested in pushing forward here. I'm just looking to hurt these guys. Give them like a multiple combat penalty or something like that. And just stop them from pushing into here. Which I believe should be coming along pretty well. Boom. Okay. Won both those battles. You guys, stop. Don't move any further. But you actually are going to go there to just make sure we've got a triple stack in that place. Okay. You're there. We've got a lot of dudes. Well, not that many dudes. We are winning a thing over here, which is good. You can go here, since you're not doing anything much at this time. We're going to win that battle, which is good. And we get to deploy some more Marines, which is going to happen over here. So we do have some more landing forces. We may as well start using you. We've got... Right. So if I do this, can I still use this for invasion, and does it screw anything up? I have no idea. We're going to find out. If they're paired up like that. And we're just going to use you... Actually, we might just use you to clean up some of these, like, silly little solo islands. Let me go and rebase you all the way over here. And all these little solo islands, we might just go and clean up because it feels good. Cuts back on some of the vision. I don't know. Although that might just give us more partisan activity now that I think about it. Okay. Good. Lines here are acting very well. Now, I don't know how much we've taken away from Germany. I don't know how much we've actually hurt them with this. Yeah, we've taken some victory points. Sure. But if we make a run to Paris, would taking Paris liberate France? I don't know. But that would really be one of the first goals. That would be pretty significant. For now, I'm happy with this. I'm hoping that the UK are able to use this to land some more troops in there. And again, it keeps giving us a toehold. And if we can just hold that line for now, I mean, we might be getting some extra IC from that or something. I'm not sure. That would be nice. And it gives us somewhere to land a bunch of tanks and stuff and continue to push forward. Okay. Transport fleet is there. Good. Right, that was Iwo Jima, which does not have an airbase. Let's queue one up. But what we might want to do is take this island right over here. Is that too bold? I don't know. I don't know. I think it might be a good idea. Let's move attack fleet over there. Let's load up our Marines and try to invade Okinawa. Or Naha? Naha. Okinawa coast. Is Okinawa the name of this entire island? I don't know my geography. So yeah, we'll do that. And then we've got extra... Right, this is my pair of dudes, which really should be merged together. How come I can't do that? Oh, derp. Yeah, never mind. I'm being dumb. I'm thinking of air wings and fleets and stuff like that. Right, they're two separate divisions. Load you up. I mean, we might be able to take that. Or, now, see, we don't want to invade over here. This is where all their troops actually are. But this might be okay. We are only going in here with a pair, but if all they've got is a single brigade of garrison, I think we can take this entire island with just that. And then where's my other... My other Marines are over here. So 5 stack of Marines could do some damage over here. I don't know how much they've got sitting here. I don't know how much they've got sitting here, but it's definitely a multi-stack. Yeah, I think mostly we might just ignore these troops. As long as we can keep them pinned down with our Navy, and we do have a Navy buzzing around, we might be totally okay. So where do we want to land? That's not a thing. Those are all basically uninhabited islands, effectively. You know what? I'm going to have you guys also invade this chunk of land over here, just in case there's more troops than we expect. Still got our subs buzzing around here. We haven't... oh, these guys might want to go in for repairs soon. I don't know how much our strategic campaign is working. We are still killing a bunch of their convoys. We are getting bombarded. This is combat and attrition suffered in enemy territory. So they're losing manpower for that. I am not. Okay, well... I mean, things are all right. Things are working pretty well. Again, I'm not sure exactly how much we've gained here, but one of the big things is, oh, if the Russians are pushing back, and they are. I forgot to check it, to bring it up in a video, but I think the last episode, or maybe the start of this episode, or the start of last episode when I was just peeking around between eps, the Germans have pushed in this far. They'd taken Kaluga, Tula, they had all this, but now the Russians are definitely pushing back. Since they are pushing back, I'm going to go ahead and cut back on the Lend-Lease. Clearly they're making progress, which is nice. Oh, we actually don't have enough in our production queue. We could queue up some more. When does our Spart come in? God damn it. Self-propelled artillery. August 17th. Not for a while yet. I suppose I could Lend-Lease a little bit longer. Or I could queue up a bunch of infantry, too. Or just more tanks without the self-propelled artillery. I guess that might be okay. Let's go ahead and get a few more without that. Let's just do a parallel run of 5 right now. We'll get it started. By the time this finishes, we will actually have the Spart. It takes a long time. Should I just get some extra infantry? Some regular infantry things. You know what? We actually don't have that much infantry, and we are going to need more just sheer bulk to hold the front. Let's get like a run of 10 going on simultaneously. We actually should be able to handle that more or less, and maybe not quite that much. Let me trim back on it a wee bit. Just to generally match how much IC we actually have to commit to it. There. A little bit of over, but that's good, because as these upgrade and reinforcement numbers change, I said actually they're already oversaturated. More of that IC is going to get put over here, so that's going to be okay. Plus, more of these things are about to finish, so we're going to free up some more industrial capacity very soon. So I'm going to like that. Just some extra bodies on the ground for this stuff. The other thing we could do, people have brought up as a request, is, hey, why don't you amphibious land some troops in Norway and liberate that? And that's not a terrible idea, actually. That's not a terrible idea at all. Although, where are we going to get the troops from right now? That's the big problem. Also, I need to remember right now, yeah, all these headquarters, get on a boat, and then we're going to go ahead and just drop you off right over there. We'll do a transport move. That way my transports will then run back over here, and then we'll do something else. So at this point, I don't have the troops to allocate to that, but we are working on it. Manpower is actually one of the bigger limiters still, but we can probably start pumping out a lot of infantry, and I probably should be working on that. We do have some coming up soon, though. So that's something. All right, folks, thanks for watching. See you next time.